Hello, this is day 6 of the final 7 days of 2022 and my big secrets of English lessons. You can watch and listen. You're watching and listening right now. Don't ignore any of these lessons if you want to seriously upgrade your English. You need these lessons, okay? You need much more than these lessons, but these are big lessons. The subjects, again, vowels, consonants, S-sound family, 80-20 rule, get, got, pronouns, phrasal verbs. Today, we're talking about pronouns. Come on, pronouns is so simple, right? We just talked about pronouns and proverbs yesterday, just in this lesson, get, got lesson. We talked about pronouns, right? We know that pronouns take the place of nouns, right? Too simple. But too many times when Americans speak, we tend to lose the meaning of the pronoun. Oh, yes. That can even be confusing for the native English speaker. Me, even for me, and I'm a genius. Check out these sentences. The car went over the bridge just before it fell into the water. What fell into the water, the car or the bridge? Ooh. I don't know. I can't tell you. We need to understand the context. It could be the car or it could be the bridge. We need to know the context. Farmers raise cattle so they'll become strong and healthy. Who will become strong and healthy? The farmers or the cattle? I don't know. I'm not sure. It depends on the situation. What was the situation? Why is this doing that? I don't like that. There we go. It depends on the situation. We need to know the context. Both answers are possible. The teacher gave the student her notes. Whose notes? The teacher's notes or the student's notes? I don't know. We need to know the situation again. She didn't call. Yes. She didn't call and yelled at me for being late. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. Blew my mind means makes me angry or shocked me or something. We'll say makes me angry. What made you angry? She didn't call made you angry? Or she yelled at you for being late made you angry? Which one is that? Confusing. I met some Germans, yeah, and they fed me some different German sausages, yeah. They were great. What's they? The German people or the German food? Now, I understand, food is not a they, it should be an it. However, sausages, give me some of them. Absolutely, we say they, them for sausages. So who is they? Is it the Germans were great? Or is it the sausages were great? So look at this. Watch this sentence. Now watch me. I met some Germans, and they fed me some different German sausages. They were great. Who's they? If you're watching my expressions, I think most people would assume they referred to the Germans. The Germans were great. Not really the sausages. Sausages, but the Germans were great. Does that make sense? So it depends on the situation. You have to know the situation. Sometimes we never mention the noun. So like, the situation, you have a noun and then you start using a pronoun, right? You don't use a pronoun and then a noun. You're not supposed to. However, in daily English, we sometimes do that. And sometimes we never mention the noun. Don't go to the theater early. They won't let you in. Who's they? That one's not too difficult. It says it's going to rain tomorrow. Are the two it's the same? No, they're not. Neither it is the same. Neither its noun is mentioned. What are the its? Do you know? Do you know the answer? If you know the answer, leave a message. This is the thing. These are the things that we study in DDM especially. These really vague, unclear, unpointed to pronouns. It happens a lot. And it's really funny because the word, look at it, they. The word is so easy. So when you see the word it or when you see the word they, do you think, uh-oh, be careful? No, you skip it. You don't even think about it. And then later I ask, who's it or who's he or who's they? And then you go back, it is, I don't know. That's a huge problem. Trust me, for most of you, you might think that your English is really, really good, and it probably is, but there have been many situations where you completely skipped a word, didn't worry about it, didn't think about it because the word itself is so easy, but actually you completely missed the meaning of something, the nuance of something. Very important. In comedy, in business, in politics, in let's say you're a tourist and you're asking about the price or you're asking about something. If you miss it, you're going to get cheated. And the words are so simple, right? So people ignore the simple words. No. Pronouns like he and she can also refer to things, just like it and they can refer to things or people. We go back and forth with these pronouns. She cuts through the water like a knife through butter. She is what? A boat or a ship. I always put premium gasoline in her. Her is what? A car. Probably a sports car. It's a nice car. She's going to hit tomorrow. What is she? Mother Nature, a storm, a tornado, a hurricane. He's going to hit tomorrow. He is what? Same thing. A storm, a tornado. So what's the difference between she and he? Well, she is the wrath of a woman. He is the ignorant power of a man. It just depends on how you visualize the storm. A storm could be a he or a she, okay? Cars and boats are almost always she's. And nowadays, this is now 2022, 2023. Nowadays, some people, especially in America, is this something in your country? Maybe some of you. Some people do not want to be identified as a male or a female. So if you're a male, he, him, his. If you're a female, she, her, hers, right? Was that Avril Lavigne song? He was a boy, she was a girl. Could it be any more obvious? Skater boy. Yeah, not anymore. There's not. Be careful now with the young kids, young people. Some of them. I'm not a male. I'm not a female. I'm teasing. Don't ask me why. But for most of those people who do not want to be a he or a she, they prefer the pronouns they, them, theirs. I took them to the airport. That's one person. It's one of those he, not she people. I took them to the airport. They gave me a coffee. Now, there's a Starbucks I go to a couple hours south. And I was really surprised because there's this very large man. Very large. I mean, he's probably 2 meters, 205 centimeters. I'm guessing 150, 200 kilograms. He's a very large man. And he was making the coffee. And he was a he, but no, he's a Starbucks employee, so they have his name here. His name was Alexa, which is a girl's name. So I'm guessing his birth name was Alex, but his new name is Alexa. And he had his pronouns, and it was they, them. So Yeah. So that's a perfect example. And it's quite common. It's not common, but you can see it in America. What about in your country? Anyway, so that's really confusing. You're talking to one person, you're talking about one person, and you have to use the word them and they. Yeah, I don't like it. Anyway, that's what it is. In those sentences, them and they refer to one person who chooses not to be a male or a female. Ugh. Believe it or not, this pronoun confusion is very common. We see examples of this in DDM lessons all the time. If you want to master, join DDM. Don't waste time on YouTube studying mini lessons. Get serious. I'm serious. And of course, now we have our sale. Don't delay the sale, blah, blah, blah. Jim Rohn quote, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. No more excuses. If you want to master English, do it. All right? People are asking me, oh, how much is it? How much? Well, the prices are down below in the newsletter. You can join for as low as, I think it's 70, 80 cents a day. 80 cents, less than $1 a day. You can join for less than $1 a day, and that includes lessons and live classes, where you can actually talk to me and the other coach, Coach Clive. And we're going to add more. Okay? What is the most expensive class? Well, actually, several $1,000s. Yes, we have private lessons. And the private lessons start at $3,000. Yeah. We have an excellent level called Sessions. Sessions are $170 a month. And you get all the VIP lessons, DDM VIP. You get all the DDM VIP lessons. You can join all the DDM VIP live classes. You can join everything. And you get 6 additional hours with a coach in a small team. It's 3 or 4 people maximum. So you get this private lessons throughout the month. And you get access to the coach and even to me. The phone numbers, you can text them. You can social media, if you're on Telegram or whatever, exchange that information. Yeah, so that's called Sessions. We have many, many, many tiers. Obviously, VIP is the most popular. I think VIP, I don't even know. I think VIP classes are $60. $60. And a lot of people join DDM VIP and PIRF VIP. All right. And so they're getting a lot of lessons, a lot of live classes. And yeah, live classes are really important. And I understand, I'm busy. I don't have time. Okay, cool. We record them. They're recorded. You can always submit your questions and then we'll answer them even though you're not there. We do that. This interaction with me and the coaches is very important because it makes you use the English that I'm teaching you. Okay? It's very important to use the English. All right? So take advantage of the live classes. So for less than $1 a day to $3,000, what's that? $100 a day. From less than $1 a day to $100 a day. That's the range in price, okay? It depends on what you need, all right? You need to master English. How urgent is it? Do you have a job interview with an American company next month? Well, is it a big job interview? Right? Are you immigrating to America? Are you going to study in America? Are you an executive who's working for an American or foreign company, and now you're going to be a boss and you need to fix your English? Well, I would say your need to improve is pretty urgent. And yeah, so we have that. Anyway, that's it. What am I talking about? God, pronouns. No. Don't think they're too easy, and don't get confused. And together, let's master English.